People who don't post on social media often appear invisible in a world driven by attention. But their silence is not weakness. It's a different psychological and physiological state. While others chase validation through likes and comments, these individuals operate on internal validation systems. Their brain chemistry tends to rely less on dopamine spikes triggered by notifications and more on steady emotional regulation. This creates a personality that is calmer, more observant, and less reactive to external pressure. They watch more than they speak, analyze more than they express, and often understand social dynamics at a deeper level. In a noisy digital world, their silence becomes power. Unlike frequent social media users, people who don't post regularly train their brains to resist instant gratification. Every like, comment, or share releases dopamine, a chemical responsible for pleasure and addiction. Over time, heavy users become dependent on these micro-rewards, but non-posters break this cycle. Their dopamine system becomes more balanced, meaning they are less impulsive and more patient. This physiological difference allows them to focus longer, think deeper, and avoid emotional highs and crashes. They don't feel the urge to constantly check their phones, which reduces anxiety and improves mental clarity. In simple terms, their brain is not controlled by the algorithm, it is self-controlled. One of the strongest traits of people who avoid posting is emotional stability. Social media often creates comparison, insecurity, and the need for approval. But when someone steps away from posting, they remove themselves from this emotional battlefield. Physiologically, this reduces cortisol, the stress hormone. As a result, they experience fewer mood swings and develop stronger self-control. They are less affected by trends, opinions, or public judgment. This doesn't mean they are antisocial. It means they choose when and how to engage. Their emotions are not easily manipulated, making them mentally stronger and harder to influence. People who don't post on social media often develop stronger social intelligence. Instead of constantly broadcasting their lives, they spend more time observing others. This strengthens their ability to read body language, tone, and hidden intentions. Physiologically, their brain becomes more active in areas related to perception and analysis rather than self-presentation. They notice micro-expressions, shifts in energy, and inconsistencies in behavior. While others focus on being seen, they focus on understanding. This gives them an advantage in real-life interactions because they can predict reactions, avoid manipulation, and respond strategically rather than emotionally. Another key trait is their strong sense of privacy. People who avoid posting understand the value of keeping their personal lives controlled and protected. Physiologically, this mindset reduces the need for external validation and strengthens internal boundaries. They don't feel the urge to share every moment, which keeps their emotional energy intact. In a world where oversharing is normalized, their restraint becomes a shield. They reveal only what is necessary, making it harder for others to judge, manipulate, or exploit them. Privacy, for them, is not secrecy. It is control over their identity. When someone doesn't post, they naturally become more mysterious. Humans are wired to be curious about what they cannot see. This lack of information increases perceived value and intrigue. Physiologically, this triggers curiosity in others, making them more interested in that person. Their silence creates space for imagination, and people often assume depth, intelligence, or hidden success. This is why they tend to stand out without even trying. While others reveal everything, they reveal nothing, and that absence of information becomes their strongest presence. In the end, people who don't post on social media are not missing out. They are operating differently. Their physiology supports calmness, control, focus, and independence. They are less addicted, less reactive, and more aware. While the world chases attention, they build strength in silence. Their power comes from what they don't show, what they don't say, and what they don't need. In a system designed to capture attention, choosing not to participate fully is the ultimate form of control. And sometimes, the most powerful presence is the one that stays unseen.